All right, we are live. So, review for the exam 2.
It's scary.
Yes. Did anybody have any questions?
Isn't the assignment the same as the quiz? We're just going to go through and put the answers in.
I think so.
Sorry, the individual prep. So I have questions, but we could just go through them as. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, do you just want to go through them during the quiz?
Yeah. I'm a dork. Sorry. I called on my phone and then now I'm on the computer. So, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I can't hear you. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm good. Are we going straight to the quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
So given a 90% confidence interval of 45 and 105 for mean heart rate, which of the following is the best interpretation of this confidence interval?
We are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105.
That's what I got.
And it was A on our quiz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it the same, the top one?
No.
Oh, no, it's different.
Well, mine's different. It's the second one.
That's a -2.
Yeah, we are 90% confident. Yeah, that's the second one. B.
For the next problem, I put B on the assignment. Yes, the distribution of the mean of each sample is normal, but I wasn't 100% sure.
That's how I felt about it too.
Since the data have been determined to be normal?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not the central limit theorem thing.
No.
So those two, yeah, that's what I got too.
Yeah. I put that because it talked about the QQ plots and how the QQ plots were normal. And so to me, that just made it seem like it was normal.
Right.
Okay, well, we can stick with that one.
Of
And
the
that one
four-
for me was the third one down.
Yes.
Okay.
Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this experiment?
Let's see. Either the second or the fourth, because no. The sigma's known, right? I mean hold on.
I put D on the assignment.
Yeah, that's what I put. So that's
It's the confidence interval for different means using the condition.
Using independent samples?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so third one, right?
Yes, the third one.
Yep.
Researcher is interested in estimating the savings account balance of customers at a large bank. She obtains the savings account balance of a random sample of 30 customers. A 95% confidence interval for the mean savings account balance of bank customers is found to be $3,402 and 8 cents, $4,142 and 75 cents. Which of the following would produce a confidence interval with a smaller margin of error than this 95% confidence interval?
And I put B or C because I wasn't sure if it was a 99% confidence or making changing it from 30 to 90. What did you guys put?
I put B on the assignment.
Well, that would be changing it, computing a 99%.
No.
No,
That'd
like
be
going from
obtained
30
amount.
to 90.
Yeah.
And then if you have like more.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you did a 99% confidence interval, I think it makes your margin of error bigger.
It would be opposite. Okay.
I think so.
That confused me a little bit. So yes, if your sample size is bigger, then it makes the margin smaller. Okay.
The next question, it asks for the margin of error. I put weight. Which one was that on the quiz?
I don't think it was.
It's number 5, but it's split up. So number 5, we have to find the confidence interval.
Oh.
Okay, so for 5, I put A.
Yeah, that's what I have as well.
Okay.
So the margin of error I had was 1.96.
$1.96.
Yeah.
How do you find the margin of error exactly? Because
It's 4 times the standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
So it was, sorry, I missed the first part of that. I'm sorry.
It's the z-score
Oh, right.
times standard deviation divided by square root of n.
Right. Thank you. Sorry. So that's like, I couldn't, never mind. Okay, 1.96 for the margin of error.
Yeah, that's what I got. I don't know if anyone else got something different.
That's what I got.
Oh. Yeah, 1.96.
For the next one, I couldn't remember how to do it. Because I have the formula on how to find n. And we have the standard deviation, but what would be z? Would it be 1.96?
For question 9.
Yes.
Yes. So the formula is, I'll find it. It's z times standard deviation divided by the margin of error squared.
I'm sorry, what was the lower bound? Question 7? Are we?
You just subtract 1.96 from 1,000
Oh, right, of course.
to 998.04.
Right. Right. And then you add it for the upper bound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Okay, so really quick for the next answer, did you get C for 6
Yeah.
on the assignment?
I did.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so for problem 9, I got 38416.
Yep. So I got it.
Okay. And for question 10, or question 7 on the assignment, I did A, which would be the last one on the quiz.
So for number 9, real quick, 38416.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, just making sure.
And then the next problem, I did the less than. Question 11, I put B on the assignment.
Here's the second one. Sorry.
Wait, what number are you guys on? 11?
Yes.
So the p-value is less than.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I wasn't 100% sure on 12. I think that it's yes, and that it's enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers and the sample variances are nearly equal, but I wasn't 100% sure.
The requirements for the Anova hypothesis test are that they have to be equally distributed in the variance test, but we don't have the information for the variance test. So would we have enough data to say that, well, do we need to use that? Do we need to have correct data in order to use the test? Or do you do the test to figure out if you have the correct data?
Well, it says in the question that the data are bell-shaped with no outliers and the sample variances are nearly equal.
So can they use an Anova? It would be no, because I thought Anova was right.
Skewed.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, I thought of that as well when I was going through it. That's why I wasn't sure. And the thing that also gets me is where it says they're nearly equal. where I think one of the requirements is that they need to.
Yeah.
The variance, yeah. In lesson 14, the requirements of Anova, it says the variances are equal for each group. If the largest variance is less than or equal to 4 times the smallest variance, then we will conclude that the variances are equal.
Then it also says that the data are normally distributed in each group, but they use that by, they check that by using QQ plots.
Right.
And not just bell-shaped graphs and histograms.
So should we do no, they don't have enough data?
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure either though, but that's what I think.
For the next question, I put committed a type 1 error.
That's what I put as well. Because she rejected the null when she shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, that's a type 1.
Mm-hmm.
For 14, I put B. By reducing the probability of committing a type 1 error, we increase the probability of committing a type 2 error.
Yeah. I wasn't 100% on that one, but I felt like that was right, and so that's what I did.
I found it said that in the text with the when it talks about the different errors.
Okay.
Right. So, nicotine content.
I put reject the null, which is not to be confused with rejecting the alternative.
Yeah, so it's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I failed to reject the null.
Oh. Is that because it was higher than the P was higher?
Wait, so how did you guys get the answer?
I got 0.02601 for my...
For your P value?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you find that?
I don't really know. I came up, what did I do? I took like 1.53. Hold on, let me see if I can do it again. Oh no, I did the other one.
Okay, how did you get your answer, Josh?
I did the margin of error for, I did a margin of error since it it gave us the standard deviation and the sample size and the level of significance.
Okay.
And so I found a confidence interval of 1.497 and 1.563. And since the mean could be 1.5, I failed to reject it.
I did, maybe I just found the Z-score. So I came up with this formula that I knew was used for something and did the 1.53 sample mean times, and then in parentheses, I put the standard deviation divided by the square root of n, which was 100. But is that the Z-score formula?
Yeah, I don't think I did it right either. I didn't do what Josh did.
Well, I don't know if what I did was right either. I don't know if we've ever had a question like this.
Okay, so then standard deviation 0.17 the Brown.
Josh, what did you get for your answer? Like your number?
Well, so I didn't like compute like a p-value. I computed the confidence interval.
And what did you get?
The lower bound was 1.497 and the upper bound was 1.563.
So how much, what would be the margin of error?
The margin of error was 0.033.
Okay. Well, I found the z-score and I plugged it into the applet. Let me plug that in again. I don't think that went in right. And got 0.4896, but again, I don't know. So I'm looking through the lessons right now. I found the p-value. P-value is the probability that we would get a z-score that is extreme. Okay, using the applet, we shade the area in both tails and then type in the value of the z-score. The applet reports an area of, and you get the area. This is the way computers indicates. Okay. So it says the p-value is the area when you find the z-score. But if I shade it in on both sides, I'm going to get 0.9793.
So that would be reject, right?
Okay, so the answers that I've gotten, I have failed to reject.
So what did you do differently to get failed to reject them? Because didn't you got reject at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. I think I found the z-score and then plugged it into the applet and just took the area, which was above.
Yeah, because the problem,
Yeah.
the problem says higher than, right?
Wait, no, it might be fit. No, it's It's failed to reject. I panicked because I got 0.4896 on the probability applet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure that I did it right though. So it's greater than.
And that's what you got too, Josh, right? Failed to reject?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I say we go with that, and then I'll go back and figure it out later.
What did you get for the z-score?
0.02601.
For the z-score?
I took 1.53 times, and then, hold on, let me redo it because I use parentheses sometimes when I shouldn't use parentheses.
Because I thought that I'm looking for less than 9, and I think it's this. So it's x bar minus mu over sigma divided by the square root of n.
What part of less than 9?
Oh, I think you're right.
4.2.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you do that, I got 1.765.
Okay. So for your formula, did you do 1.5 minus 1.53?
I did the other way around.
Okay, 1.53, so you do the x bar first. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
And that's over?
It's over 0.17 divided by the square root of 100, so 10.
So the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what was your answer?
I got 1.765.
Okay, so when I did it that way, I got the same. And so what would you get for the probability?
So if you go
That area.
If you go on chapter 9 to 4.3.2, it has graphs of what you highlight for depending on the alternative hypothesis.
Oh, wow.
So would this be a greater than?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, it's the mu is greater than 1.5. That's what it has in the problem. And so I think you do everything right.
Right tail.
Yeah, so I highlighted everything from the lower z-score to the right. That's how it shows it in the example. Or would it be that? No. Would it just be everything right to 1.765?
It might be, but I was looking at that example too.
Oh. I think it's because in the example, the z-score is negative.
Okay, that makes more sense. So it would just be to the right of 1.765.
I think so.
Which would then make it 0.0388, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Which
less
would
than.
mean we would reject the null.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we figured that one out.
But the next problem, I wasn't sure, but I put independent samples test.
That's what I did as well. And I was kind of iffy about it, but then my rationale for choosing that was the male
male
is chosen based off of the female. It's just random male
Yeah.
and female students.
Yeah, that's what I got too, independent.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. For the next one, I again wasn't totally certain, but I had D, dependent sampling. If you select a brother, so as to compare his academic study, it would be the last one on our quiz.
Yeah, that's what I think I have as well.
Great.
Yeah. Dependent sampling.
Okay, this next problem, question 18, I looked at forever and didn't understand what I put. A, which was a confidence interval for U when sigma is known. But I wasn't sure.
I put B. It's the same thing, but it's sigma unknown.
And that's what I just thought of so now I'm leaning towards unknown. I agree with you with the unknown.
And I think I chose that because it doesn't give you a standard deviation in the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So which one was it? Sorry, I was doing.
The first one, the confidence interval is unknown. When sigma's unknown.
Okay. Okay.
For 16 on the assignment, I put D.
So the 11.68, yeah, that's what I have as well.
Wait, so what? Sorry.
11.68, right?
11.168, yeah.
Oh, 168. I forgot the one.
I know.
What is that
We have
for on the quiz?
For 19. Well, we're going 19, 20, and 21 are all for question 16 in the assignment. For the margin of error, I got 2.0245. Does that sound right?
$2.024.
2.0245, so it would make it 2.025.
How did you find that?
I didn't look at the formula or anything. I took the two and I added the two numbers together and then divided them by 2. So I just guessed that that was the mean, and then I took 15.217 minus the answer that I got.
Okay. 'Cause let me see. So I still have that Excel open. From that problem. And I think this is one of the things that it doesn't matter which one it is. I think probably 2.024 or 2.025 will probably work.
Probably.
We round it.
Sure.
Okay. It doesn't say on this one, so I could add that fourth digit.
Because so in the Excel, it has the mean as 13.193.
Yeah, that's what I got.
13. Okay, hold on. All right, that's what I got, except it was 13.1925.
Yeah, so I don't think it matters if we do 0.024 or 0.025. I think the answers will probably be right.
Yeah, that happened to us on the last test.
Yeah.
So do we just add that 2.24 to 11.16 for the lower or an upper?
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that was 11.168 plus 2.025. Is that what you said?
Yes.
That'll get you the mean.
And for problem 19, it asks for the margin of error, which we just found. That's a 2.025 or 24. And then 20 is the lower value, the lower bound, and 21 is the upper bound.
Which is what?
That was D on question 16 for the prep assignment.
Okay, so so 19 is 11.168. No, I got that mixed up, right? No, that's margin of error. Margin of error.
20 is 11.168.
Okay. So 2.025 is number 19. 20 is
Wait, did you say that 20 was 11.168?
six. Yeah, that's the low. And then the high is 15.12. No, 15.217.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Of course, because it's right there.
Used Hummers.
For 22, I put C. That would be the second one on the quiz. And that was another one when I wasn't sure.
I put that they were independent samples.
Okay.
Just because one, like the LA prices don't necessarily affect the prices.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought.
I don't know why I didn't, I go through all these ones that I had questions, but saying them out loud, it changes. So I agree with that one. I think on the homework assignment for the last lesson, there was a question, because I asked a bunch of these, like what test would you use and things like that, and it asked about independent and dependent. And one of them I could have sworn was independent, but apparently they were dependent, which did not make sense in my mind.
Yeah, I get confused
Okay.
too sometimes. So independent would mean they don't have anything to do with each other.
Yes.
So in this example, so give me an example of dependent. So that would be
Like the brother and sister one. Like you can't choose any brother. It has to be a brother and then that boy's sister. Like they had to be related. They had to be together. So they couldn't just grab a brother and then grab a sister from another family.
okay.
So that means whichever brother you choose has to have the sister, and then you get the two.
Or if it's like pre or post scores, like
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah.
that's they depend on each other. So
Perfect. Thanks.
For 23, I have negative 423 for the lower bound.
yeah.
Okay, and it says round to 3 decimal places. Do we just leave it?
Well, if you put it in the Excel, it does give you the decimal places, but the answer
Yeah.
rounded.
Or do you think either answer would work?
I would probably round this one. I have it. It's negative 423.238.
Okay.
And then the second one is 5417.336.
Thank you so much for that and not making me go through and throw all the information in again.
Hopefully they were right.
I'm sure they are. They're close enough to the answer that was on the prep assignment.
Right. So what are you using? Like, are you using Excel to find that?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you just using your... Okay, which test is that?
It's the 2-sample t-test.
Okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure because I think I accidentally used paired sample t-test on one of them.
Uh-huh.
And so I kind of got like confused, but okay. Of course it's the T sample. Oh my goodness. That's
okay.
Cool.
Did you guys decide you were not going to put the 423.238, just leave it at 423?
I put the 238, but it could be one of those where it doesn't matter, but it just says to round to 3 decimal places.
Okay, I agree. I'm going to do that too. What do you do, Josh? Okay, and then what was I'm sorry, a little slow. What was the upper bound on question 24?
So it's the 5417.336.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
For question 25, I put the Anova test.
That's what I put as well.
Excellent. For this statistic, I got 7.978. That was C on the prep assignment.
So on 26 you put what?
7.978. For 27, I had B, 0.002.
Mm-hmm.
I had B. there was sufficient evidence to conclude that the density of at least one of the groups. And that's the second to last one on the quiz.
Yep.
Okay.
That was the second to last one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the fourth one down.
Okay, yeah.
If we reject the null, there is sufficient evidence. If we fail to reject the null, there is insufficient, right?
Insufficient evidence that the alternative hypothesis is correct. But we did have that trick one where I think it was the last group quiz, where it was sufficient evidence that the null was correct.
Oh yeah,
So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure on the one we just did, but not the one that we did on that last group quiz. I think it was. For 29, I put C, or the last one, dependent samples test. Great. I had A, 1.685.
Yep.
Had B, 0.096.
Yep.
B, there is sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference.
Yep.
And is that the second one down?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we finished. Is anyone taking the test tonight?
I might be.
It's not due till Saturday.
Yes. And we missed one, or I missed one, on this quiz we just did.
Which one did you miss?
I'm looking. 12. That's the one where we decided they don't have enough data.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Did you miss it too, Josh?
I did.
And Cooper?
Is it the standard deviation? I don't know, because they were able to say that the sample variances are nearly equal, and you need to know the standard deviations in order to know the variance. So would it be yes, it is enough data?
I don't know.
For each board of bell shapes. First of all, do they know the true standard deviation? We can rule that one out. We do not know the true. Well, that's true. They don't know the standard deviations, right? Not necessarily yes. I mean, no.
Well, they didn't come out and say it, but don't you need to know the standard deviation in order to know the variance?
Yeah, I think
so if they were able to say that the variances were nearly equal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's yes, it is enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers.
Okay, so you think it's the second to last one? Yes, it's enough that the data for each part knowing a bell shape with no outliers. Because it does tell us that, right? That the sample variances are nearly equal.
It also says that in the answer.
Yeah. So it says that in the answer.
Yeah, I think it's that one. I'm going to submit.
Wait, had you not submitted on that other answer already?
I submitted my quiz again and got it wrong.
Oh, I got question 24 wrong. How did I get that wrong? Input the upper bound. I put 541.336.
Which number was that?
24.
What did you put?
541.336.
Oh no, 5417.336.
Oh,
5,000.
oh, jeez. Oh, goodness. All right, I'll change that later. Yeah, I'll probably take the exam tonight because I'm going to Utah tomorrow.
Nice.
I want to make sure to get it all done so I can enjoy my time there.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Jody, when is your trip?
I leave tomorrow, so I won't be here at all next week.
Okay, something we need to talk about is our
Group
project
meeting.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's on next week's lesson or the week after that. Let me see.
Yeah, I thought he said it would do the 10th, right? Like just our outline.
Yeah. It's under lesson 16, so week 9. You can see the design, the study, and everything. But that might be something we want to look at before the week that it's due. Because I'm not sure how much time it'll take.
Yeah, and he said that people have already submitted some of it, right?
Yeah. And he says that if you submit it, like, he can go through and give you pointers. So it might be good to get it done early, but do you guys have any idea of what it is exactly?
So it's in the final project overview page. Like if you just open the design the study instructions.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it's like a study we have to do and like use these tests and everything. I mean, I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah, my understanding was to do something like that, some kind of sample, like our own, right? I mean, I haven't looked at it in detail either, but that's what I thought when I first looked it over at the beginning of the.
Oh my goodness. So if you go into the final project overview, there's 7 steps or 6 steps. Well, it's just divided into 7. So the first one is to just design the study, but we have to like we all have to do a step of it.
Okay, and I remember him saying that it'd be great to have 6 people in your group, but if not, it's okay. So maybe what we could do is just have everyone do a step, and then maybe 2 people can work on a step together.
Yeah.
Or if someone wants extra, they can have it. I don't know.
time. Yeah. There's a lot to it. Holy cow. So we are supposed to create our own research question based off of the internet interest of the group. Here's a list of a few examples. State your research question. Make it a plain English sentence. Yes. What population? What is your experimental unit? What is your response variable? Is your response variable quantitative or categorical? Holy cow. What statistical method are you going to use for your study? What are the null? Yeah, so this document is in the design the study. If you just open the design the study, click on the design the study thing. It's right in there. I'm going to stop the broadcast though, just because we're